Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on what it really takes to speak with clarity, with confidence, and with some serious impact. We're breaking down 3 essential secrets that can totally transform how you talk. So let's get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? You're in a big meeting or maybe a job interview, and the absolute perfect word is right there on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't grab it. It's so frustrating. Well, today we're going to close that gap for good. And this is our treasure map. This little guide holds all the secrets we're talking about. We're going to walk through it together, step by step, and turn these concepts into skills you can literally start using tomorrow. All right, first things first. Secret number 1. You can't build a strong house without good bricks, right? Well, you can't build articulate thoughts without the right words. So the foundation for everything is expanding that vocabulary. See, when you're young, you just absorb words like a sponge. You read everything, you hear everything, it just sticks. But as adults, yeah, our schedules are a little different. Just hoping you'll stumble across new words just isn't going to cut it. We need a smarter, more targeted way to learn. And that's the big mindset shift right there. Becoming more articulate isn't about luck. It's about having a system. It's about moving from passively hoping to learn to actively building a routine. That's what makes all the difference. So, what does this killer routine look like? It's a really simple 4-step cycle. First, you ask. Just prompt an AI for a new word with a few example sentences. Then, and this is important, you guess the meaning. That little bit of effort helps lock it in your brain. Third, you review it. Just glance at your note before you go to sleep. And finally, the most crucial part, you have to use it in a real conversation the very next day. It's that full cycle that makes a word truly yours. Okay, so you're building this awesome arsenal of words. Fantastic. But what good are they if they just come out in a jumbled mess? That brings us to our second secret. You've got to structure your thoughts, especially when you're on the spot. This one is a total game changer. Being articulate isn't just about having fancy words, it's about clarity. Using mental frameworks is like having a filing system for your brain. It gives you an instant structure so you always sound organized and coherent, even under pressure. So, our first framework is CAD. That's context, answer, detail. So instead of just blurting out a one-word answer, you first set the stage with a little context, then you give your direct answer, and then you back it up with some supporting detail. It instantly makes you sound so much more thoughtful and thorough. And next up, we've got the PREP framework. Now this is all about persuasion. You start with your point, then you give the reason why. You follow that with a concrete example, and then to really drive it home, you repeat your point. It's such a simple but powerful way to make any argument stick. So we've got the words, we've got the structures to organize them. What's left? Well, the final secret is a simple little psychological trick to make your ideas completely unforgettable. And it all comes down to one little magic number. Yep, that's it, the number 3. It might not look like much, but this number has a kind of magical effect on the human brain and how we absorb information. It's called the Rule of 3. And once you see it, you'll see it everywhere. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Stop, look, and listen. Our brains are just hardwired to find patterns, and 3 is the smallest number of elements you need to create one. It feels balanced, it feels complete, and it's incredibly memorable. Start using it, and I promise your ideas will land with so much more punch. Okay, we've gone through new words, solid structures, and a cool psychological trick. Now, let's wrap this all up into a nice, neat toolkit that you can take with you. Just remember, being articulate is a skill you build, not a gift you're born with. And your toolkit is super simple. 1, actively build your vocabulary with that daily digital routine. 2, structure your thoughts on the fly with frameworks like CAD and PREP. And 3, make your ideas stick by harnessing the power of 3. So there you have it. The 3 secrets are now your secrets. You've got the vocabulary builder, the mental frameworks, and that magic number. The only question left is, what are you going to do with them? How will you use these tools to make your voice heard?